Elon Musk at MIT's Centennial Symposium said, "I think we should be very careful about artificial intelligence. If I were to guess what our biggest existential threat is, it's probably that." But could a girl this cute possibly spell the demise for humanity? Hey, I'm Jesse, and this is Video Tempest, where we plow through the storm of YouTube content, bringing you reviews, critique, and analysis. And today, we're discussing the end of humanity as we know it. Back in 2012, Quantic Dream, the game developer that brought us some very cinematic and innovative games like Heavy Rain, Fahrenheit, and Beyond Two Souls, released a tech demo entitled Kara. Now, if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend you go watch the video first, then come back for the analysis. The links are in the description below, and it's well worth seeing. The tech demo was written and directed by the founder of Quantic Dream, David Cage, which probably speaks to why it's so well done. It's running real time on a PlayStation 3, and was meant to show how well they could live render things on the platform. However, the themes it presented, the characterization and excellent voice acting behind Kara, and the cinematic style of the video really touched a lot of people. The storyline is relatively simple on paper. An android is being assembled, but somehow has gained sentience.
Sold. I'm a sort of merchandise. Is that right?
Yeah, of course you're merchandise, baby. I mean, you're a computer with arms and legs and capable of doing all sorts of things. And you're worth a fortune.
Oh, I see. I thought...
You thought?
Having discovered this error, the operator immediately begins disassembling her, until we get to this very human moment.
I won't think anymore. But I've only just been born. You can't kill me yet. Stop, will you please stop? I'm scared.
Wow. Just wow. For a game developer putting together a quote-unquote tech demo, this is heavy stuff. The first time I watched this, I bawled my eyes out. But then again, I'm a sop. I think commentator PanosGK put it perfectly. It's really interesting how they only had to showcase their technology in this demo, yet they went and created a character more likable than most video game characters in recent memory. I guess they also wanted to demonstrate how their tech amplifies the emotional aspect of their work. Quantic Dream didn't need to do anything more than show some cool shots of an android being built, but building a whole character, giving her an excellent voice actor, and creating a video that touches on the themes of what is life, or is an android's life valuable, is far and beyond what most game companies would do, but directly in line with what we've come to expect from Quantic Dream. Despite this, however, the video insists that the short is, quote, a concept only and not taken from any software currently in development, and the company gave no indication that any kind of game would be built off the concept. Fast forward to 2015, where fans were pleasantly surprised when Quantic Dream announced Detroit: Become Human, a video game developed from the concept of Kara. Slated for release in early 2018, the game goes much further than the simple storyline of the short. The game continues to explore what it is to be alive, and what an android's life is worth. But it also explores the societal impact of artificial intelligence gaining sentience, and this is definitely a topic that has been hot in recent media coverage. Several very intelligent people have been put on record recently talking about the dangers of artificial intelligence to humanity. Stephen Hawking warned, "Once humans develop artificial intelligence, it will take off on its own and redesign itself at an ever-increasing rate. Humans, who are limited by slow biological evolution, couldn't compete and would be superseded." Similarly, Bill Gates has said, "First, the machines will do a lot of jobs for us and not be super intelligent. That should be positive if we manage it well. A few decades after that, though, the intelligence is strong enough to be a concern." And of course, we have Elon Musk's similarly dismal warning, which I led this video with. It should be noted, however, that none of these people are experts in artificial intelligence, and I, for one, welcome our robot overlords. Anyway, the trailer for Detroit: Become Human indicates that there is a brewing outcry over robot sentience, and that for the most part, this sentience is creating tensions between humans and non-humans, perhaps even to the point of war. There are protesters in the street holding signs that say androids ruin our country, and there are androids being targeted and mistreated. But then I guess that's a point of contention, isn't it? Are these androids being mistreated? Do they have rights? Or are they just machines? Are we going to look back in a few years at how we treated technology and start to see the similarities between our world and the dystopian world of Detroit Become Human? There's already video compilations out there for every time Boston Dynamics has abused a robot, and I'm fairly certain that within a few decades, there will be a debate over android rights. Star Trek The Next Generation touched on this theme in The Measure of a Man from the second season of the show. A Starfleet scientist wanted to disassemble Data in order to produce replicas, and Picard vehemently fights against him, culminating in a court case that ultimately decides Data's fate. Picard states that the decision they reach in that courtroom will redefine the boundaries of personal liberty and freedom, asking of the Arbiter,
"Are you prepared to condemn him and all who come after him to servitude and slavery?" Your Honor, Starfleet was founded to seek out new life. Well, there it sits. Waiting. You wanted a chance to make law. Well, here it is. Make it a good one.
The Arbiter, weighed by the gravitas of her decision, ultimately comes to this conclusion.
Does Data have a soul? I don't know that he has. I don't know that I have. But I have got to give him the freedom to explore that question himself. It is the ruling of this court that Lieutenant Commander Data has the freedom to choose.
This was back in 1989, and it was way ahead of its time. It brought issues of race and slavery to the forefront, framed by a futuristic story of an android and a man who only saw him as a machine. Today, we still face those questions, and while Next Generation posed a utopian view of technology and artificial intelligence, some modern works pose a very different frame of view. Most notably in recent memory, Ex Machina, where Ava shows us the absolute worst in sentient artificial intelligence, a machine willing to manipulate, seduce, and kill to get her way. So, is artificial intelligence a threat? Are we headed towards a future of war between man and machine? Or will technology and AI ultimately be a good thing? Let me know what you think in the comments below. All I know is that a simple tech demo designed to demonstrate the power of the PlayStation 3 made me empathize with the character I just met, and impressed me with the power of a simple story, and I can't wait to see what Quantic Dream's Detroit Become Human has to offer. If you enjoyed this, go ahead and subscribe, and tap the bell to be notified whenever new reviews or analyses come out. And if you'd like to help support more content like this, please consider becoming a patron. My Patreon link is in the description of this video. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.